Chloe, you're not getting any younger. You're 28, time to get married. The Marcus family is willing to offer $5,000 as bride price to marry you. Where else can you find such a good deal?
Chloe, your shop isn't worth much. I'll take a loss. I'll take it for $1,000. As for the remaining $4,000, consider it your bride price. You'll come with me, Marcus, and live a good life.
Dad, is what he said true? For $5,000, you really sold me?
It's $4,000.
Why do you have to put it that way? What do you mean, sell? Chloe, you're not young anymore. You've refused to get married. You've made us the laughing stock of the whole village. Now, Marcus is willing to marry you. It's a good thing. Besides, the shop, what does a woman need a shop for anyway?
Exactly, Chloe. You want the shop to make money.
Isn't it to help pay my bride price? Once you're married and have money,
You won't have to kill yourself welding to save up for my bride price. It's killing two birds with one stone.
isn't that better than reeking of grease?
You're about to get married. Don't do it anymore from now on. A girl welding all day, that's just embarrassing. Marry him, go ahead. Chloe, marry him. Once you're married, you'll be fine.
I'm not getting married.
This marriage, you're marrying whether you like it or not.
That's right. You're 28, an old maid, still being picky. You've let the welding torch fry your brain. Getting married and having kids early is your destiny.
Destiny. You talked to me about destiny? Back then, the family was poor. Couldn't afford to send 3 kids to school. I ranked first in the county. You told me not to go. Focus on earning money to send Victor to college, that crappy school he got into. You said the family would give everything to send him. Fine. I quit, dropped out. Vanessa wanted to join the Commerce Bureau. You said you couldn't afford the bribe, couldn't afford the favor. Fine, I paid. From 17 until today, 11 whole years, I worked day and night, never dared to slack off. Victor's 4 years of tuition and living expenses. The bribe money for Vanessa to get into the Commerce Bureau. Every single penny was earned by me, Chloe, welding it bit by bit. Originally, I could have changed my fate. You forced me to accept it. In this life, I welded Victor's future. I welded Vanessa's secure job. I welded your house, your car. But I welded my own fate to death. I accepted my fate for 28 years. But today, I won't accept it anymore.
Who are you trying to impress?
Chloe, what's gotten into you? That welding machine could still sell for $200.
Chloe, let's talk calmly. If you really want this shop and insist on being a welder, I'll allow it if you marry me.
In the past, you treated me like an animal. From now on, I don't have to treat you as family. This blood relation from today is severed.
Chloe, if you leave, what about the marriage?
Go, let her go. She's just a woman. What can she accomplish? Within 3 days, she'll be back begging us.
When Victor left, he said if I ever needed anything, I could come to him and he would help me out. Victor, take this money for now. As for the rest, once Tommy pays me for the welding, I'll send it to you.
Chloe, I'm sorry you had to go through that. From now on, any trouble, you come straight to me. I'll give everything I've got to help you no matter what.
Mr. Derek? Getting this deal was thanks to me making the connection. How are you going to thank me?
All right. Tonight I'll take you to Unity Mall and buy you that gold chain you liked last time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Are you blind? I just bought this outfit from the department store. Can you even afford that?
I'm so sorry, I wasn't looking. Vanessa?
What are you doing here?
Vanessa, you know this person?
Some country trash who picks through garbage. A poor, distant relative. No idea how she found out I work here. She's here to ask for handouts. I see people like her all the time.
Oh? So this is the one you mentioned, the distant cousin who fools around with men back in the village? She reeks of oil and grease. You better stay away from her. Don't let her corrupt you.
Vanessa. He says I fool around with men. Did he say anything wrong? You've never been one to settle down. You had to learn welding with a bunch of men.
Don't think I don't know what you're up to. I did all that to earn money and help you all. Help? I think you saw Victor become a boss. I made money and now you want to extort us, right?
No, I don't.
I'm telling you, if you really care about me, then go back to your hometown and get married already.
Married? You know, Mom and Dad want to marry me off to Marcus.
Exactly. Someone like you should just find a man to marry and farm for the rest of your life. You came here for money, didn't you? Take the money and leave. Don't let Victor see you looking so rough.
I never thought years of my hard work would be worth only $20. Vanessa.
Aren't you afraid of karma?
Our Vanessa is now a frontline clerk at the Commerce Bureau. In the future, she'll be director. What business does a tramp like you have butting in here? Don't worry, sweetie. Anyone who messes with you is going against the entire Vanguard group.
You're so good to me.
What are you standing there for? Get this person out of here.
I'm not leaving. I want to see Victor. He'll teach you a lesson.
What's all the noise? During work hours, downstairs is a mess like a flea market.
Victor, it's me, Chloe.
Have you lost your minds?
Victor, I knew you wouldn't turn your back on me.
Victor, let me explain.
Who let her in? The overseas inspection team will be here any minute. If anything gets delayed, can you afford that?
Yes, boss. I'll get her out right away.
Get out. Call the City Management Bureau immediately. Say that at the entrance of Summit Company, a vagrant's causing trouble. It's an eyesore. Tell them to send someone to wash the steps.
Sure, boss.
Exactly. Why isn't someone coming? Get rid of this beggar.
You don't need to chase me away. I'll leave on my own.
Remember this from now on. My only sister is Vanessa. Summit Company isn't a place where any riffraff can just walk in.
Victor, calm down. After all, look at what she's come to.
Yes, exactly.
I, Chloe, swear here today that from now on I won't rely on anyone. With just these two hands, I'll weld a path of my own.
Girl, if you're here for scrap, come back tomorrow morning.
Sir, just let me stay here for one night. I'll leave first thing tomorrow.
Cover up. Don't mess with fire or electrics. Wake me before you go in the morning.
As long as I have breath, a pair of hands, and a welding torch, that's enough. More than enough.
Gary, this pressing machine is scrap. Help me weigh it in.
Can this machine still be repaired?
Mr. Zhang from town already checked it. The connecting rod is broken. Can't be repaired. My hardware store is about to close down. I might as well turn it into cash.
Don't track it. The rod broke at the 1/3 mark. There's enough room to weld, but the base is cracked. The guide pillar is worn. All common problems. Let me fix them all in one go. It'll last at least another 10 years.
You can do that?
Look.
No kidding. That frame is impressive. This is fish scale welding. Even Big Lou, the model worker, can't make something like that. With your skill, you're digging through a scrapyard?
The machine's fixed. Pay him for the work. What else is unwanted here? Scrap metal? I'll take some off your hands. These, you don't want them, right? I want them.
Don't go, Chloe. With your skill, working in this scrapyard is a waste. I have a shop if you don't mind. Come and set up a stall there first. Chloe, these things we make from scrap, will anyone actually buy them?
Of course.
$1 million. I spent $1 million to have you guys weld it like that. How do you expect me to stay calm, Mr. Foster? This fish scale welding, there aren't many in the country who can do it. Look, why not give them another chance? At this price, I could get a street vendor to slap it together, and it'd still be better than what your factory turned out. Forget about any cooperation.
No, that won't do. Oh my god.
Cold forged gears with fish scale welding. These handmade metal ornaments can sell for a fortune at the International Trade Fair. Which one of you is the boss? No.
Big boss, she welded all these. $200 each.
I'll take all the ones out front. Do you have more? I'll take as many as you have, buddy. Oh, I mean miss. With your skills, you're too good for a street stall.
The expo starts next week. With your skills there, you're sure to win an award. I'll take you there.
Okay, then I'll thank you in advance, boss.
Chloe. The expo is about to start. That metal coffee table of mine, how's it coming along?
The weld seam gap is less than 0.5 millimeter. The heat input control is more stable than an imported welding machine.
This woman, where on earth did she come from?
Thanks to Mr. Foster, the metal coffee table craftsmanship made it into the city exhibition and even won an award. Once I save up a bit more, I can open my own auto repair shop. Chloe, you're amazing.
Mr. Wright, all the weld seams on the casing have been tested. No leaks found. The pressure fluctuations are getting worse. If we can't find the leak, the entire production line will have to shut down. A few senior technicians and I have been troubleshooting for 2 days. We're really at our wits' end. Maybe we should just wait for the German expert. The German expert won't arrive until next week. A single day of shutdown loss is tens of thousands of dollars. Who can afford to wait?
Sweet machine, imported pressure equipment. How did it end up like this?
Who asked you? Probably another award bought through connections. Somebody's friend. I've seen plenty of these so-called role models. All talk and no action. Let's ignore her. Find it by ear? Does she think she's a doctor taking a pulse?
Hey lady, this machine costs a fortune. If you break it, you couldn't afford it, even if you sold yourself.
Open the panel right here.
You just say open it and we do it? This equipment is worth tens of millions of dollars. Calibrating after removing the casing takes half a day. Which workshop are you from? Who let you in? You just casually asked to dismantle equipment worth tens of millions of dollars. You've got some nerve, lady. Throw her out. Chloe. The one welding a fish scale pattern outside the hardware store. That Chloe. What are you doing here? Which Chloe? That one from last time. The one with the stall outside the hardware store. Marcus, you forgot? Back then, I brought the work back to show you. Didn't you say it was good? She's Chloe. Chloe's a woman. So what if she's a woman? The weld seam's fish scale pattern has a spacing of under 0.5 millimeter. Big Mac, the city model worker's work, I've seen it. To be blunt, it's not as good as hers, but that was a metal piece. This is a pressure vessel seal weld. Totally different. What if it burns through? Who's liable? I will. I've been doing this for 35 years. I may not have other skills, but I have a good eye for people. This machine loses tens of thousands of dollars a day if idle. Instead of waiting for the German expert, why not let Chloe give it a try? I'll be fully responsible if anything goes wrong. Okay, Mr. Wright. I trust you. Go ahead, take it apart. There really is a crack. The vibration detector from outside through 2 layers of block couldn't detect it at all. She's using her own welding torch, that old model. Its heat input control is way worse than the imported machine. What if it burns through?
The old model's output curve is steeper. Compensation welding needs quick heating and cooling. The imported machine's curve is too flat. The heat-affected zone will have a softened zone.
Pressure is recovering, the fluctuation is narrowing, the curve is flattening out. It's flat, completely stabilized.
One weld.
It's really fixed. That's incredible. This beats any repairman from the city.
Or the province.
Completely convinced. Chloe, you solved a problem worth hundreds of thousands of dollars for the group. Come on, I'll get the cafeteria to set a table.
You're too kind. It's no big deal. I just wanted to check out the imported equipment. Mission accomplished. As for dinner, I'm good. See you around. Give me a call next time you've got good equipment.
A problem worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. She said it was no trouble. That Chloe, she's too big for that hardware store. Miss Chloe. There you are.
You were looking for me.
The Equipment Department of Heavy Industries Group is officially hiring you as a special welding technician.
Mr. Wright, you don't have to do this.
No. Chloe. I should have sent this offer a long time ago. No, Chloe.
This collaboration was such a pleasure. Mr. Vance, don't you worry. I know every building material supplier around here. You know Heavy Industries Group, right? Their equipment department's Mr. Wright. Summit Company has been in touch with them. I'll set up a meeting for you sometime. Where did all these people come from? Look how dirty it is. Mr. Wright. Why her? Letter of appointment. Mr. Wright is a total fraud. Don't let her fool you.
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Wright. It's me, Vanessa, the head of the industrial office. We've met before. Don't let this woman fool you.
Then what's this all about, Chloe? Could there be a misunderstanding?
I do know her. She owes me a lot of money.
Chloe, what's that attitude? Instead of staying home to care for mom and dad?
You come here to scam people. What's going on? Vanessa, explain yourself now.
Mr. Vance, this woman is my sister who never even went to high school. She's always been sneaky and lazy. She hung out with a bunch of shady guys to learn welding. A while ago, she even stole steel from Victor's company. Senior technical consultant? Mr. Wright, she doesn't even have a welding certificate. How can you hire her?
No welding certificate?
Maybe she made some shady deal. How can a woman without a certificate become a special technician at a state-owned factory? Don't you think?
What Ms. Smith said makes sense. Mr. Wright, you're really getting old. How could you take someone like her? Actually, I know a foreign welding expert, Mr. Hans. Mr. Wright, if your group really has welding problems, Mr. Hans can help you solve them. As for this lady...
Get her out of here now, before she becomes a nuisance. You dare hit me? Chloe.
How dare you hit me? You asked for that. This slap teaches you how to talk to your elder sister.
You!
This slap is because you're a woman, yet you look down on women. Listen up, everyone. I'm Chloe. Her name is Vanessa. She's my younger sister. When I was 17, I took the college entrance exam and ranked first in the county, but my family was poor. Couldn't afford to send all four of us to school. I dropped out voluntarily, picked up a welding torch, and earned Victor, Vanessa, and Toby's tuition through welding, penny by penny. But even so, my dear siblings actually sided with outsiders to expose their own sisters' secrets. Tell me, is there any justice in this world?
Your sister paid for your education, scraped together money to help you find a job, and now you call her a fraud? Is your heart made of iron?
What a sin.
A bunch of ungrateful wretches.
Even if everything this lady said is true, it doesn't prove she can weld. Without a welding certificate, according to regulations, she can't do commercial welding. That's common sense. Tell you what, I'll compete with you. If you win, we acknowledge your skill. If you lose, admit you are a fraud.
No.
So you're admitting you're a fraud. Chloe, Hans is a foreign engineer. Their technology is world class. For a drifter like you, it's normal to be scared.
You people are weaklings. Just weaklings, nothing more.
Son of a bitch. He called us weaklings.
What did you just say?
I was just with Mr. Foster discussing technical issues.
To understand the welding manual, I taught myself a foreign language for a while. I understood what you said.
So what if you understood? Our people have always been like this throughout history. All talk and no action. When it comes to doing something real, they have no guts. Weaklings, all bark and no bite.
Very good. You don't know respect. Then I'll teach you how to watch your mouth.
You crazy woman?
I've had it with you for a long time. German guy, foreigner. Foreigner, beat him up.
I'll compete with you, but I set the rules. Fish scale welding on an eggshell with an iron sheet. Whoever burns through or cracks the weld first loses. If I lose, I'll publicly admit I'm a fraud. If you lose, you must publicly apologize for the things that came out of your mouth and buy the equipment department of Heavy Industries Group an imported welding machine at your own expense. Do you dare?
Very creative, I accept.
Time's up. Judges, please come forward to inspect. Wait a moment.
According to international competition rules, the challenger gets tested first. Everyone please take a look at my work first.
Excellent weld formation. Neat fish scale pattern. The spacing error is no more than 0.1 millimeters. The entire piece is intact. Great work, Mr. Hans.
I've been in the factory 20 years. To weld on guide pieces this thin and get this level of quality, I've maybe seen one or two in 10 years.
Just a cheap trick.
Mr. Hans is truly a senior German technician. Unlike some people who don't even have a license and dare to show up with a busted welding torch to embarrass themselves.
Mr. Hans's skill is truly at international standard.
A wise man submits to circumstances. Domestic stuff just isn't good enough. It's miles behind the international level. Some people might as well give up now.
Vanessa, you sure love kissing up to foreigners? In 5th grade, you wrote an essay called My Dream. Remember what you wrote? You said you'd be a scientist, serve our country, make domestically produced goods that the whole world would scramble to buy. And you also said, I'm proud of my people. I'm going to win glory for our country when I grow up. You said that yourself? Didn't I get it right? It's only been a few years, and your dream has turned into being a lackey for foreigners?
What do you know? Foreign tech is just better than yours. Your shabby skills dare to compare with theirs. After the inspection team checks yours, we'll see how stubborn you are.
Oh, really? Gentlemen, please check mine.
Nobody move. Nobody move. We got a public report that someone's doing commercial welding without a license. Who is Chloe?
Miss, this must be a misunderstanding.
What the hell does it have to do with you? Who doesn't know you, Simon? Just got out of jail less than 2 years ago. Get the hell out of here and stop causing trouble.
I am Mr. Wallace from the Equipment Department of Heavy Industries Group. You said someone is working without a license, but it might be a mistake. Could we find a place to talk?
I don't care which group you're from. Everyone here, show me your welding certificates now.
Certified by the German Welding Association, senior technician, internationally recognized.
Oh, a German expert. My apologies. That's quite an impressive certificate. No problem at all. Anyone else who hasn't shown theirs, hurry up.
Come on, you thought you were so tough. Why not show it? Sir, she has no welding certificate. She's a fraud working without a license. Take her away.
You must be Chloe. Come with us.
Wait. Vanessa, are you sure you want to do this?
I
After you do this, whatever bond we had between us is truly broken. When you were 7, that winter you had a high fever, I carried you 10 miles on a dark road and broke into the town clinic. The doctor said if we'd been half an hour later, you would have developed pneumonia. When you were 10, a stray dog chased you. I scared it away with a crowbar. This scar on my left arm was left by that dog. When you got into the Commerce Bureau and the family couldn't afford to bribe anyone, I gave you the money I was saving to rent a shop. You went to report for duty in new leather shoes. That day you promised me, Chloe. Once I'm on my feet, I'll definitely bring you to the city. Yet you and Victor treated me like that. I don't blame you. But Vanessa? You gotta have a conscience. Why would you sacrifice your dignity just to please some foreigner who looks down on us?
Enough. What's the use of saying all this? In today's society, it's all about status and money. You, a country bumpkin without even an urban household registration, what else can you do besides welding? With that little ambition, you should have been weeded out by society long ago. Just marry some guy in the countryside and take care of mom and dad. That's your fate.
Fine, you said it. I, Chloe, from today onward, cut ties with Vanessa as sisters. We'll have nothing to do with each other anymore. Everyone here, please be my witness today. I'm cutting family ties with Vanessa.
You're the one who said it.
From now on, you take the high road, and I'll go my separate way. Do you think I care about being your sister? I just find it embarrassing.
Chloe, show us your welding certificate. If you don't have it, just get lost.
I really don't have a welding certificate.
No, ha ha ha. Who do you think you are, acting all high and mighty, cutting ties again, slamming the table again? I thought you actually had some skill. Officer, she's working without a license. Take her away.
All talk. Mr. Wright, you almost let someone like that into Heavy Industries Group. I think you're an old fool, Mr. Wright.
Enough. Stop stalling, Chloe. You're coming with us.
Can't even get a welding certificate. And you want to compete with me? As your people say, make a fool of yourself.
Who said I was welding something? Did you personally see me use a welding rod?
Of course. We all saw it. The welding spark was on for half a day. And you say you didn't weld?
Where's the piece?
There must be a weld seam on the iron sheet. Pick up the iron sheet from the ground and check it. No, that's impossible. I saw her weld with my own eyes.
Officers, she must have tampered with something. With so many of us, we all saw her weld. Search her toolbox.
Chloe, if you didn't do any welding, then...
Chloe! It's here. Your welding certificate came through, freshly stamped by the City Labor Bureau. Mr. Wright helped you.
Submit the materials last week and it was just approved today. I rode my motorcycle all the way chasing after you. Chased for a few miles.
Now I have it.
All documents are in order, then we're out of it.
You're dismissed. Weren't you just about to take me away? With so many people watching you take me away just like that, and now it's nothing? You need to give a clear answer.
Exactly.
It's a misunderstanding, all a misunderstanding. We have to respond when someone reports. Now it's proven to be a false accusation. We'll be on our way.
Move aside.
The welding certificate's here. But what about the competition? This pile of broken guide pieces on the ground, there's not even a weld seam. Ms. Smith, you can't claim you won.
Right, the competition piece is gone. Of course, Mr. Hans wins this match.
No finished product, no matter how much you talk, it's empty words.
Before the competition, I thought welding on this iron sheet was too easy. So I found a thinner material, now it's here. Master Zhang, please take a look.
Oh. Fish scale welding, you welded a masterpiece. I've been a welder for 23 years. I've never seen skill like this.
Amazing. The iron sheet burned through. And you still completed the weld seam on it. I've been welding for 30 years and I can't do what you did, Chloe. I admit defeat.
How did you do it?
You practice welding to win competitions. I practice welding because it is my only fallback. What do you have to compete with me?
Mr. Hands.
Please apologize. To me, to our people.
I lost. I'm sorry. Our people are not cowards.
And you?
Apologize. Why should I apologize? Even if you won, so what? You're just a woman after all. In this trade, a woman can at most be a technician.
Any higher.
There's no place for you.
Chloe, what Vanessa just said, just forget it. I'm here today for one reason. Equipment Department of Heavy Industries Group. Special welding technician. $1,200 a day or $1,200 a month plus housing. Chloe, please accept it.
Oh my God, $1,200 a month. Who on this street has ever earned that much?
Mr. Wright, thank you for your kind offer. I can't accept this offer.
Why?
Because what Vanessa said was right. I'm a woman. If I take this job today and work at Heavy Industries Group my whole life, the best I could be is a senior technician. In this trade, men can become workshop directors or chief engineers. No matter how skilled a woman is, people will just say, pity she is a woman.
Chloe, you can't say that.
When I was 17, I ranked first in the county. The teacher told my dad she's a natural student. My dad said, what's the use of a girl studying? She'll get married sooner or later. Later, I picked up the welding torch, and the villagers said, it's improper for a woman to weld. Today, in front of everyone on the street, I beat the senior German technician. But in my own sister's eyes, I'm still a country girl that society should discard. So I don't plan to work for others anymore. I'm gonna build my own brand, a welding craft brand led by women. I, Chloe, dare to dream, so I'm gonna do it.
Chloe, Mr. Wallace, have been at Heavy Industries Group for 35 years. I've seen those with skill but no courage, and those with courage but no skill. You're the first to have both. If you don't take this offer, I respect that. If you ever need me, just say the word.
Boss, $1,200 a month. You and I selling trinkets at a stall. When would we ever earn $1,200? You're just making trouble for yourself.
Simon, let me ask you something. You've been in jail, and after you got out, you wanted a job. What did they say?
They said I had a criminal record and no one wanted me.
We're the same. You're looked down on because of your record, and I'm looked down on because I'm a woman. I'm gonna show them that women can weld just as well as anyone. I don't want to be second in command. I want to be the general. If I compete for first.
All right. Chloe, Simon's with you. Chloe, you haven't slept in 7 days and 7 nights.
Does it look good?
Good. I've never seen anything like it, made this way. If we sell these, each piece is at least around $1,000. We're gonna be rich.
No.
No, we're not selling. Then why did you weld them?
For an exhibition.
Chloe, have you gone crazy from not sleeping for 7 days? Exhibition? Where's there an exhibition nearby? And besides, think about how much these cost, how many welding rods, and how much electricity. Have you counted the cost? Only rich families can afford them.
Who said I'm selling to ordinary people? Simon, do me a favor. Go find out where the best guest house in town is.
A guest house? What are you up to?
Find someone who truly understands.
Man. Chloe, we've been squatting here all morning. These people don't even glance at it. Can we still find someone who appreciates it?
How did you make this pattern?
Fish scale welding, done by hand, dot by dot, not from a mold.
Wow, I'm from Wenju. My name is Hughes. The design and craftsmanship of these pieces are a cut above the common stuff on the market. They're nothing like mass-produced items. How do you sell them?
This one I want to...
Not for sale. Mr. Hughes, I'm not selling products, I'm selling my skills.
How do you sell your skills?
This dressing table, plant stand, and full-length mirror. From design to welding, I made them all by myself. The design is in my head. The skill is in my hands. You provide the money and sales channels. I provide the technology and design. We split the profit 50-50.
Chloe, are you crazy? 50-50? We provide the technology. If he provides the money and we do 70-30, we'd still lose.
Deal. It's settled.
No bargaining. I have a principle in business.
Whether something is good or not, I can tell at a glance. Chloe's craftsmanship is worth this price.
All right. From today on, this brand will be called Duo You. I provide the designs and the craft. You provide the funds and channels. Profits are correct. You draft the contract. Once it's drafted, I'll sign it.
Straightforward. Chloe, it's a pleasure to work with you.
Wenju Hongda Trading Co. Lited. Who's you on export trading, Chloe? We're going to do business with foreigners.
It's still early. Mr. Foster provides the funds. I'll take charge of producing the first batch first. Once the brand is established, then we'll think about exporting.
Chloe, I just overheard you and that big boss are going 50-50. What does 50-50 mean? You know, if you earn $100, you take $50.
Right. Chloe provides the technology, the boss provides the money, and they split the profit in half. Ma'am, you didn't see it. That boss agreed without even blinking.
Oh my goodness. This is so much better than being a technician at a state-owned factory. Chloe, you really are the golden phoenix that flew out of our street.
But Chloe, in such a small place, how are you going to get all this work done?
Simon recruits some people as our apprentices. Room and board included, plus a share of the profits.
Sure thing.
When striking the arc, keep your wrist loose. The angle between the welding rod and the workpiece should be kept at 75 degrees. If it's too straight, the weld pool moves too fast. If it's too tilted, the weld seam will undercut.
Chloe, I can never weld the fish scale pattern like you do.
I've been practicing for 11 years. You've only practiced for a month. What's the rush?
Chloe, guess how much we have in the account now?
How much?
$1 million. A full $1 million. From Mr. Hughes' order, the entire batch is all shipped out. European clients have tripled their order. This little dump made $1 million in a year.
This is just the beginning.
1 million, Chloe. You think 1 million is too little?
1 million is the starting point, not the finish line. I told you before, the name Duoyu means that from now on, when people think of handmade metal furniture, the first thing that comes to mind is that name. We've only taken the first step.
Chloe, it's me.
It's Julin from the next village. You need to come back quickly. Your sworn sister, Lily, your parents sold her to Marcus.
What?
Your parents said you refused to marry, so they're making her go instead. They're getting married in a couple of days.
Chloe, Lily is.
My dearest sister. Last month she even wrote to me, saying she wanted to go to teacher's college. Simon, get the car ready. We're going back to the village. Also, go to the bank and withdraw $100,000 in cash.
100,000, Chloe. What are you gonna do?
Back then, my parents took $5,000, and they just sold me off. Today, I'll make them realize that my sister Lily is not for sale, not for any price.
Not to brag, but the children of the Smiths are all successful. The eldest, Victor, is a director at a big city company. First college graduate in the whole area. Ha ha ha.
Dad, stay humble.
The second, Vanessa, works at the Commerce Bureau. That's a secure job. Rich suitors line up for her.
All right, Mom, that's enough. This dump is dusty. Let's finish and get out. Right. Victor's the best.
Oh, your family is so accomplished. What about Chloe? Haven't heard from her in a year.
Don't mention that ungrateful wretch.
That damn girl, Chloe. Mentioning her is bad luck. No word from her in a year. We might as well never have had her.
Mom, Dad, how can you talk about Chloe like that? Is that fair to her? Every pot and pan in this house was earned by Chloe with her welding.
You little brat, how dare you speak up for that ungrateful wretch? You've had too much to eat, huh?
Haha, exactly. Lily, you'd better think about how to live with the groom. You're a married woman now.
Lily, that's not right. After your parents died, don't forget who raised you for 17 years. On such a happy day, don't upset Mom and Dad.
Stop crying. Marry me and you won't suffer.
You hear me? Marcus's family is rich. Marrying him is for your own good. Don't be ungrateful.
I don't want to.
If you talk nonsense again, I'll tear your mouth off. You little bastard. If your parents hadn't died early, I wouldn't bother with you.
You sucked Chloe dry. Now you want to suck my blood. I'd rather have gone with my parents. I refuse to be sold to him by you.
Fine. You've learned from that ungrateful wretch and gotten too big for your britches. You guys, grab her for me. Today I'm going to teach her a lesson.
Lily, stop making a scene.
No, I'd rather die than marry him. Let me go!
Stop!
Ma'am.
Speak of the devil, isn't this an ungrateful wretch?
What are you doing here?
Do you even have to ask? She must have failed in the city. She came back to beg for money. Looking like this is really embarrassing.
Today is a joyous day. I won't bother with you. Eat this, then get the hell out.
You're all really bullying me.
Shut up, bride. If you keep crying, you'll cry all the good fortune away. Don't follow that unwanted trash's example. You hear me?
Embarrassing? You bet it is.
What do you mean?
So embarrassing. Everyone in the whole area knows the Marcus family is full of secret rivalries with unloving parents. Never a moment of peace. Just for money, they sold Lily off to a butcher whose 3 wives had died. Who's the embarrassing one now?
You ungrateful daughter. How dare you say that? You ran away from the wedding back then, leaving us unable to pay the bride price to that local bully. Otherwise, would your sister have to get married now? When it comes down to it, you're just a jinx.
$5,000 with compound interest ballooned to $12,000. When the local bully came to flip the table on New Year's Eve, where were you? Lily had to atone for your sins, and you have the nerve to come back and act like a saint?
Look at her, acting all high and mighty, so shameless.
Exactly.
If you knew what's good for you, you'd just eat this meal quietly and go back where you came from. We'll pretend we never had a sister like you.
When the Smiths marry someone off, it's none of your business.
What are you doing?
Money, 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 that's all you know. I dropped out of school at 17 and picked up a welding torch. 11 years welding day and night. Have any of you ever touched the scars from welding rods? Victor's 4 years of tuition, the bribe money for Vanessa to get into the Commerce Bureau, the bride price for Toby's many blind dates. I, Chloe, earned every single one of them with my welding, penny by penny. In your eyes, besides money, is there anything else that matters?
Chloe, you've gone too far. Not even married yourself and you wreck your sister's big day.
You're the oldest sister. What's the big deal about spending a little on the family? Go ask anyone. Every family does the same.
Just a little family spending. Victor's 4 years of college tuition, I paid $2,400. Vanessa's Commerce Bureau job, the bribes and fees, I paid $3,000. Toby got engaged 3 times. Every time the bride price was short, I covered it. $4,600 for me. Even the auto repair shop, my last refuge, worth $100,000, my only place, you sold it to Marcus for $5,000. You didn't even ask me the day you sold it.
And you call that a little money? At Marcus's place, Chloe, I never saw her change clothes in all these years. A sock covered in patches. And look at the Smiths, all dressed up. They throw her away after using her. And they call themselves the Smiths? Should be called the Wicked family?
Shut up, all of you. What do you hillbillies know?
Victor, make him shut up. How embarrassing.
We're stuck because of you, you jinx.
Is it that I'm a jinx, or are you feeling guilty?
Oh, I can't take this anymore. I raised you with all my blood and sweat, and now you beat your parents? It's all a sin. God is blind. Let me give birth to a monster who beats parents.
You are the one who is ungrateful. Giving birth to you is the greatest grace. Not to mention asking you to spend some money. Even if you die, you can't repay this grace.
The grace was already paid off when you sold your daughter. Now it's your turn to pay off your debts.
That's bullshit. Everything you ate since you were a child, even every grain of salt belonged to the family. It's your duty to spend money for the Smiths.
Exactly, Chloe. You, an uneducated countrywoman, saving money to pave the way for Victor's promotion and to find a wife for Toby. That brings honor to the ancestors.
Vanessa, you only dare now to admit I'm your big sister. That day at the summit entrance, the words you said.
I, as your sister, remember every single word. How dare you mention summit? You've always been this fake nobility. A country woman has to show her face in public and linger around Victor's company. Isn't that just embarrassing us?
I should have called security earlier to kick you out. Your whole life is just embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing.
Is that so?
Your whole life is a disgrace, a disgrace, a disgrace.
Really?
You dare hit me?
You're the one I'm hitting. First, I'm your big sister. That life of yours. Back that winter, I picked you up from the pig pen. Second, those leather shoes on your feet, that brick phone in your hand, and that director title you've got. Every single one was earned by trampling on my blood and bones. You step on my bones and suck my blood. You're the real disgrace. Third, I didn't come back to hear your fake affection. I couldn't care less about you.
You bit.
Doesn't matter what you say. You're no longer part of this family. You just had to meddle, didn't you? We could just call the police.
What if I insist on meddling?
Done yelling? Chloe, you've got a grudge. You hate this family. You've been keeping count of everything all these years. It's good you finally let it all out today. Better out than in. You cursed at me, your own brother. At Vanessa and Toby, I'm not holding it against you. As your older brother, this much I can tolerate. But Chloe, Are you done making a scene? You feel wronged? You could sit down and talk it out, but what did you do? You flipped the table and hit your siblings. Is that how a proper girl acts? Mom and Dad raised you for 28 years. Even if they wronged you, I'm embarrassed for you as your brother. Chloe, I still call you my sister. So I still see you as my sister today, but if you insist on causing chaos in this household, on ruining Lily's wedding, then you'll be the one in the wrong. Folks, you've all seen it. It's not that I, Victor, don't want to claim her. She disowned the Smiths first. She wrecked the wedding. She beat and cursed her own family in front of the whole village. I've been tolerating it as her brother again and again, but we still got to live our lives. So I'm laying it out today. If Chloe's willing to admit she was wrong and behave herself from now on, the Smiths will still take her back. But if she keeps causing trouble, then it's not me who's breaking up this family.
Victor, cut the act. A year ago, I went to your company to find you. You personally had security throw me out. You said with your own mouth that your only sister is Vanessa. Someone as low as me doesn't deserve to see you. What, you want me to dig up witnesses from that day? Even earlier, when you wanted to go to college, you knelt before me, crying, begging me to let you go. I ripped up my acceptance letter, and I ranked first in the county. You said you'd never forget my kindness. Is this how you treat your savior? You don't even appreciate your own sister? Ungrateful wretches like you dare to talk about virtue? Later to climb the ladder, you needed money to grease palms. What did you do with that money? Want me to tell them for you? Giving cigarettes, alcohol, and red envelopes to your boss. Treating them to dinner and KTV, the whole works? Every bit of it came from me. Even the year you were promoted to section chief, the $2,000 you slipped to Mr. Zane at personnel came from me too.
Bullshit, she's talking crap.
Stop.
Nonsense, he's talking nonsense.
Stop it.
Lily, are you really gonna help this Jinx?
What has Chloe ever done in all these years to wrong you? She gave you money when you asked. She gave you things when you needed. She poured her heart and soul into this family. To put you through school, she tore up her own acceptance letter. To scrape together your tuition, she braved the 100-degree heat, crouching on a tractor, welding. And now you treat her like this? Are you even human?
Lily, that's not fair. After all, you're an outsider. Your parents died early. If the Smiths hadn't raised you for 17 years, you'd have starved to death long ago. So what if we exchange you for some bride price? Don't be so ungrateful. Get out of the way.
I'm not going anywhere. If you want to mess with my sister, you'll have to go through me. Lily, you're helping this loser for nothing. He'll be a welder his whole life. No ambition.
So what if you marry a butcher? You'd have more pork than you can eat. He'll always be working for someone else. He's got that poor look.
Lily, stop messing around. Come back with me. I'll take good care of you. You won't have to do any work. Just stay at home. I kill 2 pigs a day. Plenty of pork. I won't let you go hungry. Look at you, so skinny. You grew up on leftovers in the Smiths' home. With me, meat every meal.
I said I won't marry you.
The Smiths took the bride price, and your dad and your mom signed. It's in black and white. You, a little brat, you think you can just say no? I've been around for over 10 years. I've got connections everywhere. You'll marry me whether you like it or not.
The bride price was taken by the Smiths, not by me. Whoever took your money, you marry them. I, Lily Smith, will die before marrying you. Hey, Marcus, you're such a loser. You paid for a wife, but you can't even get her through your door. A grown man can't control a little girl? If word gets out, where will you show your face? How will you hold your head up in the village?
Exactly. Act like a man. Everyone here is watching. Don't let a woman get the better of you.
Shameless. I was being nice because you're a little girl. I was polite to you, but you push your luck. Even if God himself came, you're coming with me. You took my money, so you're my wife.
Let go.
This is out of line. This ungrateful wretch is going to ruin everything. Are you just going to stand there? Catch her.
Chloe, have you had enough? You beat your parents and flipped the table, and now you're attacking people. Do you think there's no one in the world who can control you? You think if you stay silent, this will just blow over? Let me tell you, every single thing you did today could get you into serious trouble at the police station. If it weren't for the fact that you are my own sister, I'd have had you arrested by now.
Victor, when you say these things, do you dare to return the bride price first?
Lily, I know you're young and don't know any better. Chloe came back, and a few words from her got you all riled up, so you don't know what's what. Let me be real with you. This marriage was arranged by Mom and Dad, and I gave it the green light for you. Marcus is family, one of the most respected in the village. What does a girl want in life? Just someone who cares for her, right? You tell me, isn't that right? Of course, I know you're reluctant, you're young and want to see the city. I understand, just go ahead and get married, okay? After some time, I'll have someone find you a job in the city. Getting someone into the company just takes a word from me. Then you work in the city during the day and come back to the village at night to a home and a hot meal. Best of both worlds. Trust me, just this once. Would I ever hurt you?
Victor, are you done? Victor, you just said your little sister is young and naive, so let me ask you, am I your sister? I know I'm not Mom and Dad's biological daughter, but ever since I can remember, I've called you Victor and called her Chloe. 17 years, even a dog would have
developed some feelings by now.
You know he's buried 3 wives, and you're still trying to shove me into his arms.
Victor, are you really that desperate for the bride price?
If you need the money, just tell me. But why do you have to trade me away? Mom, Dad, Vanessa, Toby, you're all heartless. I won't hold it against you. Since I was little, you made me eat leftovers, wear hand-me-downs, come home from school to chop wood and feed pigs. I never complained once. I accepted that you never saw me as your real daughter, but you can't treat Chloe like this.
Chloe, all her life, from 17 to 28, 11 years.
She never lived a single day for herself.
Who of you remembers she ranked first in the county?
Who remembers she tore up the acceptance letter? That night, she cried under the covers. For how long?
Lily.
Chloe, you go. I can't leave today. I owe them everything for raising me.
Maybe I was just born with a cursed life, but you, Chloe, are different. You have a skill. Go out and live for me. Live a good life.
Last time I couldn't take Lily away. This time I won't let Lily become a victim of these beasts. Lily, are you scared?
What?
Do you regret being my little sister?
Being your little sister, I've never regretted it.
That's enough for me. Hearing you say that, I'll definitely get you out of here.
You want to take her away, you got to see if we agree.
Chloe! I was just messing with you. Don't take it seriously. Seriously, don't. I have a big mouth. See, I hit myself for you. Let's talk nicely. Put that down. I'll listen to whatever you say. Hey.
I'm sorry, I messed up, Chloe. I'm not marrying her. I'll go back and return the bride price. I don't want the money. Not a single cent. I was so blind. If I ever try to mess with Lily again, may I be struck by lightning.
Anyone else? Ha! You. I've put up with it for over 10 years. Today I've had enough. I put up with how you treated me before. But treating Lily like this? No way.
Chloe, you think you're so tough? You've got a chainsaw, don't you? Then go ahead, cut right here. Go on, chop your own mother's neck. Let the whole village see what a good daughter the Smiths raised. Chop your own mother with a chainsaw. Go on.
And me too. Right here. You want to cut off the blood ties, don't you? Then chop. Let everyone see a biological daughter chopping her own father. Chloe, if you don't chop today, then you're a son of a bitch.
Jinx, lightning strike you dead.
What a disgrace to the family. If it weren't for your sins, would the Smiths have to marry Lily off to Marcus to pay off the debt? Lily is atoning for your sins.
No use, no matter what tricks you pull. I'm taking Lily today, no matter what. Even if you bring God himself, it won't change a thing.
You...
What, me?
Chloe, forget it.
Enough.
I'll marry him.
What did you say?
All these years, you made me wear hand-me-downs, eat scraps, and come home from school to chop wood and feed the pigs, but I never once complained. Because I always thought I was paying back a kindness. You raised me, so I owed you. But now I find out. You married me off not for anything else, but to pay off Chloe's debts from when she ran away from the wedding. If you'd told me earlier it was for Chloe's debts, I'd have done it. I'll pay this debt off. Chloe is free. Once it's paid off, he and I won't owe the Smiths a thing anymore.
Who said anything about paying with your life? Is this your debt? You're not the one who should pay. It's them. How much? Just say it. That Marcus has buried 3 wives already. You saw it with your own eyes. And you still jump into the fire?
But Chloe, we have to pay back what we owe.
Repay the debt, but not this way. You are my sister. You don't need to be sold off by anyone. I'll pay for Lily's dowry. You Smiths, how much have you spent on Lily? I'll pay it back in full. From now on, Lily has nothing to do with the Smiths.
You, a poor welder, how much money can you have? You used to set up a stall at the village entrance, selling that junk, making peanuts, and you dare to act like a big shot.
That dump of a shop of hers can't earn much, but you sure talk big.
If you can't come up with the money, don't waste time. Lily must marry Marcus today. We've already accepted the bride price. You think this is a joke?
I paid $5,000. Can you afford that?
Who says I can't? Go ahead, how much?
Wait, let me do the math. Lily, I've raised her in my house since she was little. 17 years of food, clothing, and everything. Food costs money. Clothes cost money. Say $2,000 a year, not much. 17 years, $34,000.
Right, $34,000.
Plus her school fees and textbook costs, at least $300 or $400 a year. That's a few $1,000s more. And today you flipped the dining table. You hit your sister. And you threw Marcus to the ground like that. Medical bills, pain and suffering. I won't overcharge you for the banquet cost. $50,000, bring it. You can take Lily. From now on, I won't bother her.
Right, $50,000, not a cent less. You think I raised her for nothing all these years? Ask around. What family raises a girl for 17 years and doesn't spend tens of thousands of dollars? Only our family is so honest. Any other family would have kicked you out long ago.
$50,000 is a steal for you. You ruined someone's wedding feast. We haven't even settled that score yet.
$50,000 were done.
$50,000, not a cent less.
Back then, Lily's parents died. When they passed, they left 3 tile-roofed houses, 2 acres of paddy fields, plus a cow and a litter of piglets. All of it was put in your father's name. Those 2 acres of paddy fields, the grain they produce each year, is it enough to cover her food for a year? The 3 tile-roofed houses, you rented them to the Zeller family at the east end of the village. You collected rent for over 10 years. Is that enough to cover her school fees? Besides, today I flipped the table because you were selling Lily off to a butcher who has buried 3 wives. I hit them because Vanessa slapped me first. Victor was the first to raise his hand. And you have the gall to ask me for medical bills and pain and suffering compensation?
At the end of the day, you just can't afford it.
You've got no money, and you're acting like a big shot.
Who says I can't afford it?
Enough now? Where'd you get all that money?
I found a way to support you back then, so I can make money now too. Take it or leave it. You decide.
Don't think you can buy us off with money. The Smiths are not people you can just dismiss with money.
Why not take it?
Here's $100,000.
Oh?
I'm not done talking yet. You can have this $100,000, but you have to sign a paper to cut family ties. In black and white, cut family ties with Lily. And with me, Chloe, from the Smiths, cut family ties. If you want the money, first write the disownment letter. In black and white, Lily cuts all ties with the Smiths.
Why shouldn't I write it? I raised all of you. It's only right you give me money.
Mom, don't be ridiculous. Look at him. Without signing, do we even get the money? Besides, Victor's company desperately needs cash flow, right? Just bear with it. After we get the money, we can...
Go get me a pen.
Mom, sign it quickly.
Wait, write exactly what I say.
Why so much trouble?
Chloe and Lily cut all ties with the Smith.
Once I sign this,
We'll have nothing
then
to
I'll
do
just
with
deny
each
it.
other anymore.
I can still
Property
hit
will
up
be
these two
separate.
money pits
No
for
more
cash.
disputes. Whoever backs out gets sued. Wait.
What do you mean?
Your signature doesn't count. It has to be signed by someone who has a say in this family. The old man is the head of the household. He's the one who signs.
You...
I won't agree to that. I'd rather destroy this money than give it to the Smiths. You won't get a single cent.
It's already signed. Time to pay up.
Hold on.
Back then, the bride price was just $10,000. Why would we give them $100,000? That's a lot of money. Chloe, you worked so hard for this.
Money pits. You think you have a say?
You think you're all grown up now? No matter how much she gives, it's what she owes the Smiths.
It's okay. Just think of it as buying out our family ties.
The money is mine at last.
Hey.
All mine. Don't try to take it from me.
How disgraceful.
Hey, slow down. Hey, I'm talking to you. Go, hurry up.
Chloe's here.
Chloe, I'm finally out. Just a shame about that $100,000.
$100,000, Chloe.
2 lives are worth more than that money.
Lily, don't you know who Chloe is now? Her status, the big boss of Chloe's Crafts, the state's largest handmade metal furniture supplier, $100,000 to Chloe? That's just chump change.
Lily, from now on, you'll learn skills from me. Learn how to live in this world and stand on your own 2 feet. I'll take you to do the things a strong woman truly should do.
Strong woman? What's a strong woman?
This is Chloe's Crafts.
Chloe, so this is your shop.
Chloe is back. Hello, Chloe.
Chloe, is this yours?
Yeah, that year I won the city's top technician award. The prize was $500. I used that $500 to buy my first decent set of wrenches.
Chloe, these weld seams. When you were welding tractors in the village, I saw you weld them. Exactly the same pattern.
Back in the village, you used scrap iron. Now you use good steel. The material is different, but your skill is still the same.
Not so redundant. Chloe, you welded this yourself?
My name means redundant, but I'm determined to make people remember that I am not redundant. Back in the village, they all said I was redundant. Now standing here, do you still feel redundant?
So Lily, what do you think? Your sister's shop is pretty good, see? That truck is going to Guang City. The day after tomorrow, another truck goes to Shang City. Chloe is now the top dog in the state's metal furniture industry.
The more they look down on us, the more we need to do things well. From today on, this is your home too.
I didn't sleep a wink last night.
Couldn't sleep, Chloe. I've made up my mind. I want to learn welding from you.
Lily, let me be straight with you. Learning welding isn't something you pick up overnight. It's tough. When you start, you'll burn your hands. When I first learned, every single finger was blistered. Every single one. The arc light will make your eyes hurt. Lying in bed at night, your eyes feel like they're full of sand. You can't even sleep, but that's not the hardest part. The hardest part is wherever you go, people will say, "A girl learning welding, what's the matter with you? That's not ladylike. It's just not proper." And I've been hearing that since I was 17. I'm sick of it. You standing here saying you want to learn makes me happy, but I'm not rushing you for an answer. You're still young, and your life is just starting. If you have other ideas, like going back to school, I'll support you, so there's no rush. Take your time. Let me know when you've decided.
Back in the village.
No one ever asked me what I wanted.
No one gave me a choice back then, even if I said no. No one listened. Now you're giving me a choice. So I want to say it before I change my mind.
I need to say it now.
Chloe, you're a woman who made it on your own, without relying on your parents. You built a shop this big. The whole city lines up to buy the things you weld.
You showed me a woman can live like that, not depending on anyone. Let me try.
If it really doesn't work out, I'll come talk to you about changing paths. But for now, I just want to try.
Perfect timing. My own store, the West Side branch, is short-staffed. You'll start with the basics. Grinding and quality control. Learn as you work. This welding torch was my very first one back in the day. The handle still has the burn marks from when I first learned. Now it's yours.
Chloe, guess how much we shipped this month? We broke another record. All 5 direct sales stores are pushing for stock. Mr. Hughes has doubled his order again. We're now the biggest handmade metal furniture supplier in the state.
The ones in the Southwest, how are the negotiations with the agents?
Still dragging, but no big deal.
Of all the metal furniture shops in town, the biggest is that one. Go snoop around. Say Summit wants a low-price batch. After it's done, we split the kickback 50-50.
Sure, leave it to me. The Commerce Bureau is bored out of their minds. Perfect time for a walk. Get your manager out here. Hi, our boss isn't in the store right now. You can tell me what you need. Well, if it isn't little Lily. So you're working here too? I thought you followed Chloe, thinking you'd become someone. But in the end, you're just a counter girl, a little sales girl. What say do you have? Just get someone who can make a decision. Don't waste my time. This one deal is worth a whole year's salary for you. The manager really isn't here today. Either come back another day or talk to me first. Talk to you? Who do you think you are? I'm doing you a favor by even talking to you. Look at yourself. Who the hell do you think you are? Wiping shelves and smiling at people all day? How much can you make in a month? The Smiths raised you for 17 years, fed you, clothed you, and you ran off with that ungrateful wretch. Now you see me and can't even say Vanessa? You ungrateful little wretch.
Vanessa, this is a store. If you have business, talk business.
Let's not talk about anything else. Oh, you still remember to call me Vanessa? I thought after following Chloe, you'd forget who you are. You think a little foundling like you can act all high and mighty with me? I'm not acting high and mighty. I'm just saying the boss isn't here.
Vanessa, if you're here for business, just leave the order here. I'll pass it to the boss when she's back. If you're just here to yell, get out.
After 3 years away, you've gotten real sharp with that mouth, huh? We should have married you off to Marcus back then. Let that butcher fix that mouth of yours. Oh, you've got backup. Today I'll step in for your dead parents and teach you a lesson.
In my own store, you dare to hit my people?
It's been 3 years, and you still have that poor look. What happened to your money? Can't even afford a decent dress? Look at your hands. Working for others here, how much can you make in a month? Probably can't even afford. The bag in my hand, right? Cat got your tongue? I thought you'd amount to more. I'm telling you, today I'm representing Summit Trading for a big deal. You work here, so you must have heard of Summit, right? One of the biggest companies in town.
Summit? Summit Trading in the East End? That's a huge company. I heard their boss is really tough.
That's true. Just a couple days ago, the newspaper had an ad for their company. Said they're the leader in the building materials industry this year.
My big brother, Victor, is the owner of Summit. In the entire city's building materials industry, if Summit says they're second, no one dares to say they're first. What are you standing there for? Go get your manager. I'm in a good mood today, so I don't want to argue with a sales girl. Let me tell you, this deal alone is enough for this little dump to keep busy for a whole year. Can you afford to waste time? But your boss can't afford to wait.
No.
Do you know what you're saying?
I said I won't do business with you.
Who do you think you are? A sales girl like you dares to overrule the boss? Do you know how much influence Summit Trading has in Westside? One phone call and your little shop will be in big trouble. I know your store manager, Manager Jenkins. One call and he'll be here right away. When he gets here, the first thing he'll do is fire a clueless sales girl like you.
You know our manager? Which manager? What's his name?
Jenkins, the store manager of the Westside branch. Scared now? Hello, Manager Jenkins. It's Vanessa. I'm at your store right now. There's a sales girl here with a terrible attitude. She's turning away a big order from Summit Trading. You need to come over here. This has to be handled by you personally. Yes, come over right now. Get ready to pack your bags and get out. So it's Jenkins.
Are you sure he can help you? Of course, Manager Jenkins and I go way back. What would a little sales girl like you know? Let me tell you, even Jenkins, when he sees me, has to be polite. Last time at the dinner table.
He told me himself, if there's anything in the West Side area, just come to him. If I say fire someone, he'll fire that person. Manager Jenkins, you're finally here. It's this sales girl. I came with Summit's orders. Not only did she turn me away, but she also humiliated me in public. I asked her to call the manager, but she flat out refused. Her attitude was extremely rude.
Is that so? Vanessa, don't worry. The sales girls in this store are all personally selected by me. Who could be so blind as to bully you? That means they're messing with me, Jenkins. In the West Side area, I, Jenkins, still have some say.
Manager Jenkins, you know how big Summit is. You'd hate to lose the steal, wouldn't you? A sales girl with no sense like that only tarnishes your reputation. Better to fire her ASAP.
Good point. You stand aside for now. Let me go deal with this clerk who doesn't know her place. This little thing isn't worth getting angry over. This little thing isn't worth getting angry over. You, which department? How dare you turn away Summit's orders? Do you know how many orders Summit gives us in a year? Your customer service is awful. The store manager wants to talk to you.
Go on.
Boss, she is Ms. Smith from Summit. I didn't know it was you.
What did you call her? You said she is the boss?
Ms. Smith's the founder of Chloe's Crafts, 5 direct sale stores. All hers.
It's been 3 years. You're still as mean as ever.
You're lying. You've got to be a fake. You and this manager are in cahoots. You're scamming me. You're done. All over. Victor knows your real boss. Victor owns Summit Trading. One call and you're all out of here.
Mia, I told you, this company's just temporary. Just sign here and be the figurehead legal representative. You don't have to do anything. $1 million will be in your account soon.
Victor, I've asked around. A figurehead legal representative is still a legal representative. This is embezzling public funds. If they find out, you'll go to jail.
You're overthinking it. I've got a guy at the City Commerce Bureau. Someone will take the fall. Just sign it. After you sign, we'll go look at houses next month. Haven't you always wanted the 3-bedroom with a balcony? Fine, fine, fine. I'm on my way. Stay right there. Mia, sign it now. Don't mess this up. Get it signed before I get back.
Victor's on his way. He's the boss of Summit Trading. He's got plenty of ways to deal with you. You're all gonna be in deep trouble. It's her. A sales girl dares to mess with me, turning down Summit's orders, and she even hit me. Victor, call their boss right now. Get this clueless sales girl fired.
Well, who do we have here? A sales girl with quite an attitude. The owner of this store is a friend of mine. One phone call from me, and you'll be packing your bags and out the door.
You know the owner of this store. Fine. Go ahead, call him right here in front of everyone.
Come on, call him, call him.
Fine, I'll call.
Mr. Zeller, long time no see.
It's me, Victor. Yeah, Victor from Summit Trading. We had a few drinks together last time. If you forgot, no big deal. Look, I'm at that metal furniture store in Westside. I've run into a little trouble. You're pretty tight with their boss, right? Put in a good word for me. Just say hi. I'll buy you a drink sometime, anywhere you want. A sales girl's causing trouble. It's nothing serious. Yeah. It's Jenkins's store. What did you say? The boss's last name is Smith. It's a woman. No, Mr. Zeller. Check again. How can it be a woman? You sure? What's her name? Mr. Zeller, tell me clearly. She is the owner of 5 stores.
You're not mistaken? Victor, say something. What did Mr. Zeller say?
After all that, he doesn't even know him, right?
Seems that way. He was so cocky just now. Said one call and he'd get someone fired.
Victor, make another call. So many people are watching. Didn't you say he knew the boss? Then call again.
What's all the noise? Mr. Zane is on a business trip out of town. No need to bother him with this. I'll call someone else. It's the same. I know plenty of people. That guy was just one of many.
What? Where's the person you were looking for?
Don't get cocky. Mr. Zeller is just busy. I have other people.
Then keep calling. Call everyone you can.
Fine, you just wait for me.
Hello? Nothing I can do about this.
Don't you know the owner of this store? Now you do. Any more calls you want to make?
You.
Surprised to see the real boss? Hard to believe?
Boss? Yes.
Victor, about that batch of goods I assigned you. How's it going? You're dragging your feet.
They've already asked 3 times.
Boss, it's not that I'm not taking care of it. I'm at this store right now. Their branch owner is making things difficult and refuses to hand over the goods no matter what I say. It's useless. Could you come in person? Put some pressure on her.
A branch owner acting so high and mighty. You just wait. I'll be right there.
Fine, you say you're the owner, huh? But my boss knows your big boss. The largest chain store in the state. The real big boss. When he gets here, don't say I didn't warn you.
Mrs. Smith!
Mr. Quinn, you're finally here?
Mr. Quinn, it's her. She thinks she's a branch owner, and she deliberately messed with Summit Company's big order. She's got a terrible attitude. Call her big boss right now and have her fired. Mr. Quinn, look, she even had the nerve to say, I won't do business with you, which is just arrogant.
Ms. Smith.
Mr. Quinn, you must have mistaken me for someone else.
You say she's a branch owner. Do you know that all 5 stores belong to one person? At the quarterly strategy meeting, she was on stage speaking, and I was sitting in the audience. All my supply channels depend on her, and you want me to call the big boss?
No, that's impossible.
Mr. Quinn, are you mistaking her for someone else? She's my sister. She's been welding in the village since she was young. There's no way she could be...
Shut up. Do you want to offend Ms. Smith again? Mrs. Smith, I really didn't know you were here. That phone call was all a misunderstanding. If I had known it was you, I wouldn't have dared even if you paid me. My secretary, too, didn't explain it clearly on the phone.
Since you're here, why not listen in? This boss and Ms. Smith, carrying Summit's official seal, came to negotiate low-price purchasing and kickbacks.
Ms. Smith, I swear to you, I knew nothing about the kickbacks. If I had known they were doing this behind my back, I would be the first to drag them to the police station. The goods from Chloe's Crafts, since the first store opened 3 years ago, have been the lifeline of our company. Half of my business depends on your line. If they dare poach from me, they're digging my own grave. I'm making it clear today. From now on, every order from Summit must be approved by Ms. Smith first. If you say no, it's no.
Mr. Quinn, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
This boss threw his weight around and told me to pack up and leave. And this Ms. Smith wanted to hit my people in my own store. Mr. Quinn, I've introduced everyone to you.
Ha, Ms. Smith? So what if you are? I can choose not to cooperate. I still have my company. I can still be the boss.
Victor! How dare you lie to me?
Victor!
You made me sign this.
It wasn't for $1 million. You wanted me to go to jail for you.
You're crazy. Who told you to come here? Give it to me.
Victor, how could you do this? Looks like I really can't keep you. Hello, Inspection Department? It's me. Victor, the manager and owner of Summit Trading, is suspected of setting up a shell company and misappropriating state assets. The evidence is at the Chloe's Crafts branch in Westside. Please send someone immediately.
Inspection Department of City Commerce Bureau. Mr. Victor, you are suspected of embezzling public funds, setting up a shell company, and misappropriating state assets. Please cooperate and come with us for investigation.
Officers, you can't take Victor away. Let him go. Victor, what am I gonna do if you leave? It's all your fault, Chloe. You messed up my peaceful life.
Even now, you still won't change.
It's all because you're a jinx. If you had just married in the village, none of this would have happened. Why won't you just die?
You always thought you were better than me, ever since we were kids. Because you went to school and moved to the city. I weld, my hands are covered in oil. All these years I've relied on my own 2 hands to make a life in the city. And you and Victor? You? Think about it. The new era doesn't need scum like you.
What gives you the right to take my badge? I'm telling you, my big brother is Victor. Just wait till he shows up.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Mr. Zane, are you blind or what? It's me, Vanessa. I'm here to see Mr. Derek.
Ms. Smith, you can't go in.
Do you even know who I am? My big brother is Victor, the owner of Summit Trading.
Victor was taken away yesterday. Everyone in the company knows it by now.
Well, I'm still engaged to Mr. Derek. How dare you stop me? Who the hell do you think you are, you watchdog? How dare you stop me? Once I see Mr. Derek, you're the first one I'll fire.
Ms. Smith, if you keep this up, I'll call security. What a hassle. Mr. Derek asked me to return this engagement token. That's it. We're done.
Derek, come out here. You can't do this to me. My brother did so much for your company. You're burning bridges on us.
Ms. Smith, if you don't leave now, I'll have to call security.
I can't take this anymore. Who's that at this hour? What's the rush? You in a hurry to die?
Mrs. Smith, open the door. Something awful's happened. Mrs. Smith! Mrs. Smith! Mr. and Mrs. Smith, it's horrible. I heard it in town. Your Victor has been arrested. I heard it was for embezzling public funds. He was handcuffed and taken away. And your Vanessa has been suspended too. Word around town is that she and her brother were raking in money together. The Derricks have called off the wedding.
My babies, Victor, Vanessa, oh my God, why are you so blind? It's Chloe, that jinx. If it weren't for her, how would Victor have been arrested? How would Vanessa have been suspended? It's her fault. All her fault.
It's all Chloe's fault. Otherwise, Bella wouldn't have broken it off. My wife.
Quit crying. Let's go to town and settle this with Chloe.
Right, make her kneel and apologize to Victor. Make her hand over the shop.
Mom, Dad, that Jinx is inside.
You jinx. You ungrateful wretch. Come out. You ruined Victor, ruined Vanessa. Today you must hand over the shop. Compensate the Smiths.
Chloe, come out. You have no conscience.
I'd like to see who dares to touch it.
Oh, Chloe. Aren't those your parents? Why are they dressed like that?
Hey, if you have something to say, come out and talk nicely. Why cause such a scene?
Nobody move. Let them make a fuss.
You heartless wretch. You're leaving us no way to live.
Ms. Smith, watch your language. If you have something to say it at the police station. Hello, is this the station? I'm filing a formal report. There are people at the Westside Chloe's Crafts branch entrance, picking quarrels and provoking trouble, gathering a crowd to cause trouble, and using their relative status to extort money. The scene and witnesses present are all here. Please send officers immediately.
Officers, perfect timing. This biological daughter of mine is ungrateful.
This is our biological daughter. She seized the family property. She's disowned all her relatives. You got to do justice for us.
Officers, who's right and who's wrong? Take a look at this. This is the agreement to cut family ties signed 3 years ago. It's in black and white. Both sides voluntarily cut all family ties. They came to smash the shop today, throwing tantrums, threatening and extorting. All witnesses present are here.
You three are picking quarrels and provoking trouble. Plus extorting money, that's enough to detain you.
Come with us to the station.
Arrest her! Why are you arresting us?
Hey, you're all in cahoots. I'll sue you.
Officers, please, we've been wrongly accused.
Chloe, we're finally free.
Yeah, the 11-year debt is finally cleared today.